Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Shred Sessions. My name is Drew Creel. This is my co-host, Christian Colabelli here. And we're here with Delta Hate from Montgomery, Alabama.
Hello.
We are here.
Hey.
Yes.
We're here.
Thank you guys for doing this. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having
Absolutely.
us. Yeah.
You guys have been on the road the last 4 days, and you made a 7-hour drive straight to my house from Indiana, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Well,
How was the South Bend show? Should we talk about that?
South Bend. So, Shay, elaborate.
We played at the Krishna Den. It was a really, really stellar basement show. And so, what is the room 8 feet by 15 feet?
I'd say double that.
Double it? I don't know
double
math.
that, double that.
But there were some kids that were really wanting to mosh, and I even met somebody who had seen us before. And it's crazy to think somebody in South Bend, Indiana, has seen our band play before, and they were in Birmingham, I guess, for Furnace Fest. So
Nice. That's awesome.
Sick.
So I'll just go around. We've kind of already done this before. This is our second try of this intro, but we got Mike, who's the drummer for Delta Hate.
Yes.
Shay's the vocalist, and then Brent plays guitar. The other two cats are just hanging out in the house, the other two guys in the band. And Brent and Shay are married, if anybody didn't know that, which I just found out about that just a little bit ago.
Oh,
Wait,
Yeah.
y'all are married?
yeah.
Oh.
I guess the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been married for?
Going on 5
5
years.
years.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
We've
good.
been
That's a good
together
amount
for
of time.
10, but
Mhm.
married 5.
Very cool. What's it like being in a heavy metal, like a metal band, and being married and being in the same band?
You kind of just, you come home, you do your normal things, and then, you
You go back to the lab and you work on MIDI tabs, and then
the
you
lab. Mm.
go to practice
Then you
the
go to
next
practice. Then you
night.
talk about organizing merch, and then, okay, we got these shows coming up. And it's, the band stuff. So it's interesting at times.
We have a fun time with it.
We do.
So not only do you possibly argue about not band stuff, but you also get to argue about creative stuff too. Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Or are you guys pretty, do you get along with stuff like that pretty well, like in terms of lyrics
No.
and music?
No. No.
I feel like we navigate it pretty well.
We do. I'm being a little too harsh on that. Yeah.
It's just
It's a nightmare.
It's just we have some things that
different creative visions of like what we're trying to go for sometimes that maybe I don't get what he's wanting to do, or he
Mhm.
doesn't, or I'm not like saying what I want
mhm.
the most eloquent way musically because I'm a newbie. So I just
Well, you're good with your lyrics and your vocals, but as far as like musical, like
it's not.
structure, like the music itself, that's a lot of me and the guys.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I can help with that.
yeah.
The lyrics not.
No.
Well, one of the reasons I wanted to have you guys on the show is Christian and I actually went to Furnace Fest, and I was really excited to see DANZA at that fest. Like, that's been a favorite band of mine for a long time. And I did get to interview them. It's like probably the most watched interview on this channel right now, which I'm super stoked about.
Nice.
But I did not expect to see you come out on stage and sing during the Alpha, the Omega. Shay, talk about how that happened. Like, how did you end up playing on the main stage with DANZA?
I saw and I've followed DANZA and I've listened to DANZA for a while, and I saw that they were coming back, and it was just unbelievable to think that they were going to be playing Furnace Fest. And then one day they posted that they were looking for a vocal feature that you could audition for and send in a video. And I was like, I don't sound anything like Phil Bozeman. Like, not at all. And so
She was very shy to do it in the first place.
I was going back and forth with myself, just going, what's there to lose? Do it. Or what's the point? They're not going to pick me. And so I waited until the day before it was due to turn it in and submit it. And the next day I got a call, and it was Jesse. And I was like, what in the hell is going on right now?
What do you say?
He's like, hey, winner, chicken dinner.
That's it.
Hey, it's Mr. DANZA here.
It is Mr. DANZA.
No way.
And we talked on the phone for, it felt like an hour. And he told me he had already talked with Travis of Stand Abandoned and Andrew from Johnny Booth.
Johnny Booth, that's the other band.
But then he was like, I'm gonna make it work. You've got to do this. My wife needs you, and she's going to kill me if I don't let you do this. And I was like, fair enough, okay.
Man, and the live video that I forget who produced that live video, but it's pretty sick to watch. We watched it last night.
Yeah.
Like what was your experience?
I mean,
like?
for me, that whole sequence was probably a highlight of the fest. I mean, that was probably the most energy that we saw. The crowd was like, "What
People
the
were loving
fuck
it.
is
The
going
crowd
on
loved
here?"
it, yeah.
Crowd loved it. They ate it up. Everybody who did the guest spot brought their own like kind of originality and energy, I thought. And like the crowd was just like, first of all, DANZA was one of the tightest bands of the fest, which helped out a lot. There was some, because Drew and I were
After 3 days of listening to like heavy music and from across the entire spectrum, we were just burnt out. Standing up for 16 hours like a day. Like,
Yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah, and then when they came on, they were so tight and just so well practiced, and they're such, masters at their craft that they had that just from the downbeat. Everyone was like, oh man, this is like next level. And then to bring the guest spot out was like, dude, that elevated the whole show. I thought
her vocal delivery is like some of the best.
It's really
I think,
cool
right now. Like,
Thank
seriously,
you.
like you freaking bring it, man.
Yeah.
And like people,
Give us a piece of it right now.
Can we hear what it's gonna sound like later?
blow out your voice.
Well, it was crazy. I like the 2 weeks before Furnace Fest, we were doing a show in Birmingham that was a Reach One, Teach One series where you hadn't been to a show, you got to either get in for a reduced price or for free.
Oh, that's cool.
And we were told that DANZA was going to be a secret set, and so I got to do the feature there to like
That's cool.
all of it
A little
to
warm up.
get the jitters out.
Right.
Very cool.
They were very tight there too.
Oh my God, and the
They're very
sweetest
tight band.
guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed talking to him. It was tough doing interviews at Furnace Fest because it's just loud as shit
Yeah.
everywhere you go. And we were standing all like 4 people in a row, and like Lane talks really quiet, so
Super
he would
quiet.
be answering my questions, and I'd be like, "Cool, man." I couldn't really hear what he was saying, but we did the best that we could with the resources that we had. So
Drew asked Lane what his piece of advice was, and he said practice. And I was like, yeah,
he gets
these
it.
guys rule.
Well, that's what Brent said in your Lawn Chair Youth video, man. You're like, practice your instrument.
I mean, it's so important.
It's very important.
Gotta do it.
What does your practice routine look like, man? Like,
Just on my instrument alone, I sit in a computer chair in front of my computer, and I just I play my guitar. It's pretty standard, really.
what kinds of things do you practice? Like, are you doing like technical drills? Are you like, is it more just focused on the stuff that you're actually writing?
It is mostly focused on that. I tend to focus more on structure of songs than just like how many notes can I fit in this riff. And I was in that kind of phase for a while, but I think like the overall song itself, I feel, is more important than the little riff in it, which, I mean, sometimes the little riff is what catches people, you know? So there's a lot with music to explore. I mean, we've been doing it for 15, 20 years now on our instruments. Mike, you picked up drums around the same time
Oh man, since I was 12,
12.
something like that. Yeah,
It was about 14 for me on guitar. 13, 14.
and I'm
Yeah.
36 now.
Shay,
so
how long have
that's-
you been screaming?
Gosh.
How long we been married?
No, I mean, not even that long. So
I don't know. I've always wanted to scream. Since I was a teenager, listened to heavier music. I couldn't figure it out. I didn't have anybody to show me how to do it. And so with my job, I commute to work about an hour one way every day. So I'm 2 hours in the car. I was like, surely I can figure this out. And one day it just clicked. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
That's awesome. So you started listening to heavy music like at what age?
Well, I grew up sort of listening to what was I considered heavy at the time. Like my mom turned me on to Godsmack. And so, but like really, I delved into heavier music probably about 14, and had a few friends who helped me out along the way. I grew up in a small town, and so I didn't have much exposure, any shows. Not that my mom would have let me go, but it was 14 and the internet and friends.
Yeah. That's awesome. Well, like I was saying earlier, your vocal delivery is just so good, man.
Thank you.
And people freaking love it. I want to talk a little bit about like writing music. Sorry, there's a helicopter. We live in Clarksville, so
I was just like, okay.
There's like actual military helicopters that will fly over, and
Sick.
yeah, it's not fun. Hey, stop! I'm doing a podcast. But I wanted to ask you, like, do you write the guitar riffs and then program drums, or does Mike come up with his own drum parts? Like, how does that work for this band?
Typically, I use it's a very old program.
It's
Fossilized.
It's
So before there was Guitar Pro, there was a program called Tabit. And
Oh wow.
Tabit.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
Sick.
So Tabit, I don't know what it is about it. I've always used it. I'm not going to go to Guitar Pro. It's money. I'm not going to pay money when I have this right here, Tabit. I don't know. I'm just so used to Tabit. So I will sort of make a riff and then base the drums off of, I'll write like basic drums for it,
Mhm.
and kind of, match the kick drums to some chugs and stuff. And then from there I can develop, okay, well, it'd be sick if we went into this, from this 3-4 bars. And then maybe throw in some tempo changes from there and just kind of see where that goes. And if that's a dud, I might rework parts from that. Typically, I'll just make a whole song out of a Tabit file.
That's awesome, dude. That's
that.
incredible. It reminds me of like Will Putney, how he uses like Logic 9 still. At least is that what he uses?
That's a DAW, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I think
that's like it's
old
just
school.
funny that he uses that, even to this day when we have like, I don't know, Cubase 13 now or whatever we're on.
Yeah.
I was anti-Tabit when he first showed it to me, but now that's all I can see. Because he'll send us the Tabit files and we'll just load it up, and I'll be like, okay, I'll just read this. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rad.
It makes sense now, right, Mike?
I mean, at first I was like, dude, this is not gonna work. This is just not gonna work. But then I'm used to it now. But now he'll send the files, and like he was saying, he'll write the drum parts, and then I'll have to go in there and tweak them a little bit because sometimes he just is not.
I mean, guitar players writing drum parts, it can be a little crazy.
I'm like, dude, I gotta do like right.
Yeah.
16 notes. And I'm like, no, we're gonna have to fix that. But
Yeah.
most of it's
kind of
me. Yeah.
Yeah. But for the Philly stuff and
Yeah.
some tricked up parts, you
Yeah.
got that.
Chief songwriter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neil will rework some leads or make his own leads in some parts, and I think some of the riffs in like 3 or 4 of the songs, he and Ryan wrote most of Entropy. Yeah, we all collaborate mostly, but I'd have to say I do a lot of the writing.
It's awesome, dude. And I really love the tempo changes and stuff that you guys do. Like it's so awesome. Like I feel like your stuff is like reverse engineered to get people moving, and that's kind of what's special about your band is you guys really are like a live band. And I like when I listen to your music, I could just see myself moshing. I just imagine that I'm just ruining everyone. So, which I might do tonight. I might have to.
That's so sick.
Been angry about some things. So
There's a lot of focus on the song structure, I think.
Yeah.
More than it, like you were saying earlier, just less about what it is. And I mean, even the Tabit files you send will be on version 7 or 8, but before it's like, I think we're getting there.
I did get one up to like version 25.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I'm not happy with something, I'm not going to just release it.
Good.
Somebody else won't be happy with it either.
that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, man.
Wholeheartedly agree with that.
Yeah, dude. Christian and I work on music together, and I'm usually the one that's like, this is fine, dude. But Christian will freaking roast
By
me.
version 25,
I'm beating
we're
the
like,
horse.
all right, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, we
No.
yeah, we've got a good working relationship, with the music, but he's listening for like little just
dude.
guitar noises, like you didn't hold that note out long enough, like stuff like that.
I'm that guy.
Yeah. Every band needs a guy like that.
Can you do the drum and
Yeah,
the bell?
exactly. He's like,
are you supposed to hit that
don't
cymbal?
you usually hit a China there?
Like I'll try not to come off rude, like, dude, stop.
hard.
You know, I'm like, hey, buddy. Yeah.
Those are my favorite. Or if it's during the set, and then like I know I messed up. If Shay like looks around, she goes,
Yeah. The look.
Do you guys play to a click when you play live? Okay,
Only
just
me.
you.
Yep.
That's
Cool.
dude.
I like that.
That's the way to do it. Like I've been going on a tirade like on my own YouTube channel with like bands that spend like local bands that spend 10 grand on like a
Full in-ear system?
full in-ear system, so every member can have their own custom mix and like firing tracks. Like
we toyed with that idea, but
yeah.
shot it
Sounds
down
great.
very quickly.
It's so
sounds
expensive,
great.
man.
Well,
Yeah.
expensive, and then like rolling up to the venue, and you're playing in a 8
for
by
what we
16
play,
basement,
yeah.
and
It's
you're
not
like, okay, let's
necessary.
set up the in-ears. That's gonna take 20 minutes to set up. I don't know what the setup process is
So
with
true.
in-ears,
Yeah.
but
People hate that.
I mean,
Sound guys hate it, dude.
You got it. Yeah, you're waiting an extra 20 minutes. Like
They already hate you to begin
Yeah.
with. You want to put that in and like,
yeah,
that's,
yeah.
you know.
So we have a trigger, we have a kick trigger, we have backtracks, we have
Yep.
in-ears, we have this other DI we need, and it's like
It's
too much.
5 inputs.
It's
Like,
too, well,
please chill out.
I just don't want to be too much like when some other bands are just like plugging
Plug and
straight
play.
up to their head, and it's
Yeah.
like boom, they're set up in 5 minutes now. I don't want to be that hassle. So
yeah, for sure.
we play fine to Mike.
Yeah,
stays on
it's
time.
good.
So you have like a laptop back there with an interface.
I've got my own
or-
little like mixer back there. I've got my trigger module, and it's just plugged. It's just 2 DI boxes that go out, and one. I've got the split ways. I got it right track going to my ears, and the left track's the back track. I can hear the click, but no one else can unless I haven't turned all the hell up. Then y'all can hear them, but in the back tracks just go through. So
and you're just counting songs in.
yep, and they're going
stuff?
right off my phone.
Mm-hmm. We have a few
Hell
cues.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
That's how
Like,
people have done it for like decades, and then all of a sudden bands are.
It
I mean,
works.
if you can afford like a rig like that, if you have it in your means to like build something and you know how to run it. But I've been in bands where like no one knows how to run it, so then we pay like a friend who's a professional sound engineer to come and. So like every show we're losing $100 at the starting point, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this is overkill, bro. Like
If you've got that set up, you should have to like take a test to be qualified.
no,
for
you
it.
should. You should. Like we should have trained on it. And I tried my best, like with the knowledge that I have, to like figure out how to work it. And I did it. For my death metal band Zaphon, we used it, and I figured out how to run it. But
with a Z or an X?
with an X.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
X is scarier, so we chose that. But we've only played one show. Haven't found a drummer, because every drummer that's around our age is like in 4 other bands. So
Typical.
Not
so
a
Mike,
problem.
if you want to
Not a
join,
problem in
I
my
just-
mind.
Yeah,
Mike, hey, yeah.
but
Just drive up here. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just, I gotta go practice. This is a 4-hour drive. It's 4
yeah, exactly. So later in December, you guys will be playing at Gidmiss.
Yes.
Okay, how stoked are you guys to play that? It's like a fest, right?
Super stoked on that one. Yeah.
I had no details about it before it was announced. All I knew it was a big deal. It's like, oh my God, as soon as I saw the lineup, and between Nashville's show too, I can't even begin to describe how fun it's going to be.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
We played
So
with Gideon.
just
They
to
were-
let everybody know
yeah.
who doesn't know what Gidmiss is, it's basically a show put on by I'm assuming the guys in Gideon, who they're an Alabama band. So it's a lot of Alabama bands, but it's other big bands like Emure, Silent Planet, the Callous Dowboys, No Cure, Recon, which is like an old like metalcore band from back in the day. They're all playing the show along with probably like a dozen other bands, and there's 2 dates. One is Nashville and the other one's Birmingham, right? So
Yeah.
Right. So I think Amur is going to be playing the Nashville
They're
day,
playing the Nashville
Okay.
side.
and then Silent Planet will be
Yeah.
they'll be at Birmingham. So, but last year we played with Gidmiss,
No.
Gideon,
Yeah.
not at Gidmiss. It was a road to
August Burn.
August
Or
Christmas
Christmas
Burns
Burns
Red.
Red. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like a pre-show for them, but
Yeah.
now they made their own thing out of it. Gidmiss, That was pretty sick.
It's a pretty good idea, man.
It was nice to get the invite for that too.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, that was a sick show.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I got to talk with Tyler. I was in a band with Tyler. You guys ever heard of As Hell Retreats? Back in the day?
not familiar.
Yeah, Tyler Riley
but
was in that band. I was in that band as well, but we actually toured with Gideon like a long time ago. But it was cool to reconnect with Tyler at Furnace Fest this year. I got to interview him. So
Cool, dude.
but they're good people, man. And like I think the Gidmis thing is a really cool idea. I think a lot of the tickets have already sold, maybe a lot of them. Like, see if you can get tickets to that if you haven't checked it out yet. So Delta Hate is an Alabama band. What's it like being in a band from the South? Have you noticed like anything different when you play with bands that are more northern bands, or do you think there's any certain type of perception that's different with a band from the South versus from other parts of the country?
Not that I've noticed. The South is in the past, like, or in Southeast specifically, in the past few years has just been a force to be reckoned with. And like, there's so many powerhouse bands coming out of the Southeast that I feel like if there was any like negative view or anything of anybody in bands from the South, they'd be quickly convinced that we're doing something right down here.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, I've not noticed anything. I mean,
Well, we're on a run with Fliora right now, and they're filling drummer Phil. He's from
Perfect.
yeah, right. He's
Phil?
from
Phil?
Birmingham, right?
Auburn or like
Yeah, from the Alabama area. And you know those guys are from North Carolina. I guess that's still considered the South.
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we're
yeah.
kind of the deeper
You're
South.
deep South.
We're in
yeah.
the deep south.
So he's been kind of hanging out with us, and the Fliora dudes are like, "Hey, you know, your accent's changing a little bit." Because I guess we have sort of an accent. But yeah, that's really the only thing. Besides that, everybody in the community, it seems like everybody's just
we've all got the common goal. Like we just want to make music and have a good time.
yes,
Right.
So
Cool.
We played with bands from the north. They're all super nice. Like bands from New York, Virginia.
Yeah.
Is that north?
yeah,
more north,
more
yeah.
north, yeah.
more north than Alabama.
counts.
More north than us. So
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I was just curious. That was something that came up in an interview with Tyler Riley. Like he was talking about like, you know, about 10, 15 years ago, it was probably maybe less common for so many bands from the South. I just think where we're at now in the scene, like Southeast hardcore is like a huge force to be reckoned with. You're exactly right. I think there was a bit of a stigma there, like when you would go on tour or play shows with bands from the North, you'd kind of get hazed a little bit. Like they would make fun of your accent or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that is much of a thing anymore. Maybe it's for fun. I don't know. You're from Jersey, so
My accent.
do you guys make fun of Southerners?
I say water, so
You say
Water.
water.
I don't know. I don't have a leg to stand on with that. No, I mean I played with a bunch of bands from the South. I don't know.
It's not really a thing.
I don't think so.
I just figured I'd ask.
Maybe
you
it
know?
is. Would you feel like that?
No, I don't think I've ever noticed that. I just, it was something that Tyler Riley mentioned. And you can watch that episode. He goes into more detail on that topic, but
Is everyone pretty welcoming in the scene? Like, is there like big timing going on from certain bands that have more clout? Because that's something that definitely happens in the North, like no doubt. I mean, like if you play with a band that's got more success, they're not the friendliest sometimes.
Around our area,
Mhm.
no.
No.
no, not in our
That's good.
area.
That's good.
I'd say one of the bigger hardcore bands coming up right now is in our area is No Cure, right? And they're
Yeah.
just the sweetest people.
That's
you know?
great.
So, I mean, talking to them, anybody can walk up and talk with them.
Definitely put Alabama
should.
on the map, and
Yeah.
they know it. Everyone knows it.
But
Cool.
us, do not talk to us at a show.
Yeah, we are way better.
Not
yeah,
approachable.
Yeah. Like, did you hear my practice routine that I went over with? I am special. Just
He's
kidding.
working on Tabit at the shows.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
gotta get this new
No.
riff done.
No, anybody will talk with anybody.
yeah, I
So,
think we're super nice.
I think it's like a Southern hospitality thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I've been having a great time hanging out with you guys today.
Aw.
It's been warm and welcoming. You know, I was curious, like, give us like the female perspective of doing what you do
That's a good
in a heavy
question.
band.
Man.
Yeah, like do you get hate from people that maybe aren't in metal, and like, what are you doing, Shay? Like doing this screaming stuff?
You know, I haven't noticed too much of any difference that I would think between being a woman in the scene, other than I get a lot of, I don't really usually like female vocalists, but you killed it. And I'm just like,
Yo, what kind
Sweet.
of what a great compliment.
Backhanded as fuck.
Jesus. Ouch.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I guess that was my next question was like, do metal elitists is there people shit talking in the comment section about, like
there's always the constant, where did this sudden burst of women come from in the scene? Why is everyone trying to make female vocalists happen? But
Why are you trying to prevent it?
yeah, what's to stop
It would
us?
sound better with a dude. That's yeah.
So lame.
What's the other one, Shay? If I wanted to hear
If
a
I
bitch
wanted to
scream,
hear a bitch
Oh,
scream,
yeah.
I'd just stay at home and
my
listen to
God.
my wife.
Who
And
was
listen to
like,
my wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
my
That's a
God.
good one because
I
you just know.
I've
like,
actually contacted your wife, and she's serving you divorce papers tomorrow, buddy.
dude, I got news for you. Your wife hates you. Like,
dude. Yeah, it's just something I wondered, and I know that's a question. I'm not putting any kind of like
No,
preconceptions about you, because in my opinion, if
I'm
you've
just a
got
person that wants to scream.
if you've got the goods, if you can deliver
Yeah,
the vocal, then I don't really think it matters what you are or who you are. And
yeah.
So
Yeah,
it was
if they're
just something.
talking,
Yeah, go ahead,
if
Brent.
they're
Sorry.
talking shit, it's either on the internet or they won't say it to your face.
oh no, I would never
I just
say
feel
that.
like if people don't say it to my face, then they're not saying it at all. 'Cause
There
I'm
you
just
go.
that's like,
Yeah. I like that. That's good. I agree with that. I think there's either good or bad. You're either categorically good at your job or you're bad at it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
There's
So-
always haters. No
Yeah,
matter what.
yeah,
No
totally.
matter what.
like I feel like I'm an okay vocalist, but if I sucked ass, I would hope people would just tear me apart and just be like,
they will. Don't worry.
what are you doing?
Yeah, totally.
Ah, man, your stuff is awesome. It rips. So, lyrical themes. Can we talk about that for a little bit? So, where do you draw like inspiration for your lyrics?
I'm not trying to put on that I'm some tough guy. I'm not gonna go. "Yeah, I'm gonna beat your ass," because like I'm not. But I will if I have to. And I really dig deep into my emotions. I want to write something that I can feel comfortable reading and understanding and like connecting with, because it can be pretty on the nose, the words that I say and put together, but I want it to be a little elevated in the emotions, a lot of upset, anger, regret, despair, just like
she wants you to feel that shit.
yeah. Because I feel like it comes through with the vocals, that the style that I do, that it can't just be tough guy shit. But
Yeah. No, I definitely get that when I listen to your stuff, and I've noticed there's like kind of this adversarial thing going on, like where you're maybe talking about someone who's wronged you in your lyrics. That seems to come up a lot. And so I guess my next question is, do you feel like metal music is like a good outlet for those kind of emotions, like anger and regret and all that stuff?
oh, absolutely. I'm like the worst at dealing with my emotions. I'm the bottle it up, keep it in, don't ever deal with it kind of person. And so
Yes.
I feel like this gives me
Unique perspective.
Brent agrees with that.
if I'm feeling these things, it's not good for me to keep it to myself. And so to be able to get out there and just release it out into the world on a stage, in a studio, is just so liberating.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, like it's negative art, right? Like that's kind of how I think of it. And I don't know where I would be without that kind of outlet. And that's another thing I love about metal music, is there's so many different genres within, heavy music, right? But additionally, like you could write lyrics really about anything. Whereas I think in other genres, there's specific things, like taboo subjects that you wouldn't write a song about, you know.
Yeah.
But in metal, like you can kind of write. You can write about aliens.
Yeah.
You can write about any Nephilim. You can write about
Reptilian
anything.
shapeshifter.
Reptilians. So, well, sick. Mike,
Yes.
what's it like playing drums, man, in Delta Hate? How long have you been in the band?
Okay, so they originally had someone before me. And
Jake.
Shout out
yes.
Jake.
And Brent hit me up on Facebook, actually. We'd known each other and practiced out at the same units in Montgomery, in different bands over the years, and was like, hey, me and my wife started this band. Do you want to, play drums in it? And I was like, tell me a little bit more about it. He sent me the music. I listened to it. I was like, sure, I'll try it out.
You're like, I like this one song.
I
just like this
the other
one.
two
There was one, I think, how many? There was like 3 songs at that time that were released, I think, that I could listen to. And then I got to listen to them. They played me the other ones, and I was like, okay, here I am. But I love it. It's great. The drumming has gotten more complicated as the EPs have gone on, which is what I like. So
yeah.
So, dude, you were on drumline in college.
Yes, I was.
What did you play in drumline?
I played the snare drum at the University of Alabama.
That's
on the drum line.
Awesome, man.
$1 Million band.
Was it pretty like rigorous? Like practicing with that band?
It was. I remember I went the summer after I graduated high school. This was 2008. I went to their drum tryout. They had like an audition thing, obviously, and there's a whole bunch of people there. I did not know, because at the end of it, they didn't like, you got it, or like, congratulations. They were like, okay, so be here on this date. You got to be here like a month and a half early to get moved in, because we have to start learning this stuff for the football season. And I was like, okay, so I'm assuming I made it. I didn't know what instrument I was playing. You try for drumline, they could put you on snare, bass drum, whatever. It just depends on where they want to put you there. And then so I got there, and they were like, okay, you're going to be snare, next to center. And I was like, oh, let's go.
That's kind of sick, dude.
That's massive.
Must have had the chops.
I just like every other musician out there, I think I suck, but people tell me I'm okay. So
that's pretty sick.
Did you play out in the units before University of Alabama?
No, I didn't even know about the units until I moved back.
Okay, so you were death metal drummer for what band?
Ideas of the Opposite.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay.
That was a long time ago. And you have never heard of it.
Technical death metal, right?
Deathcore. It was all over the place, but we called ourselves tech. We were really into Opeth at the time, so all the songs were like 11 and 12 minutes long, and
that's what people love.
Absolutely,
people love
that. Stupid,
very commercial.
Stuff. Built up my endurance a lot. I could do doubles forever, but I took a break after that for 5 or 7 years that I didn't even touch a drum, and then he called me, and he was like, "You still play?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah. I've got an E-kit.
Oh yeah,
E-kit. Mike rolled out there to our unit with his E-kit, and I was like, "Brother, we got to get some."
You got a speaker?
Hey, we had a full PA, so it worked.
It did work.
And then, like within 2 weeks, I think we had a kit because I knew Andrew was going to be selling. I knew he was going to be selling one, so
it worked out.
So, Mike, did you do drum corps like in high school, like the competitive drumming or anything like that?
No, like DCI, did not know. But I followed it religiously and went to Troy, Alabama, where the Sound of the South plays. They do the DCI. I don't know if they still do it, but back then they did the quarterfinals or semifinals or something there. So I got to see the Blue Devils, the Iron Crossmen, the Cavaliers, all of them, and it was amazing. Those guys, though, are top tier.
Oh, yeah. That stuff is insane.
If you think you're a good drummer, you should watch one of them.
And practice. Don't forget
practice. Yes, always practice. On the E-kit at home.
No.
For sure. Dude, so what's your drum set like? Like, what drums, what shells do you play? What cymbals do you like?
I am using it's a Pearl Export. It's technically a fusion kit, so it's got the 2 rack toms and the floor tom. I've got a SJC Pathfinder snare that I use, 14x8.
Big boy.
No, oh wait, no, that one's a 14x6.5. The other one was a 14x8. With Remo Ambassador X head that's cranked the shit out of that, so that it's really loud. Cymbals, I am just all over the place. I've got Sabian, Meinl, I've got Zildjian. I am not I'm particular about this brand or that brand. If one cymbal sounds really good for a particular reason, I'm going to go with that. I could care less. That being said, Sabians are they last forever, but I digress. I think that's it. And I use an Axis pedal, double pedal.
Nice. So when you're not drumming, what are you typically doing? Gaming?
Yes. So Neil, our other guitarist, who's downstairs probably playing with the dogs right now, Call of Duty. I know that's
what's the new Call of Duty out right now?
Black Ops 7 just came out, and
Okay.
we were talking about that because I was like, damn, we're gonna be on this tour right when the game comes out. So yes, look us up. What does he go by? Misho, Misho, and I'm Haywire Criminal, and we play on Black Ops all the time.
So look
That's
him up.
cool.
Look him up. Let's go to
Playing
combat.
with Delta Hate.
Let's see. What are some goals for the band for next year? Are you guys working on writing new music?
Yes.
Yes.
We've got a few songs, I like to call it in the oven. They're not completed, but they're in the works. About 4 or 5 songs right now. But I'd like to get anywhere from 8 to 10 songs and just have a nice full-length release. By the end of next year or maybe early 2027 is the goal. But we're not going to rush anything. We've got plenty of content out now. I mean, we're out doing these runs. We'd like to go a little more north next year. And I think we have something coming up in Florida in January. So, playing shows, writing music generally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think we'll probably do a handful of runs throughout the South, try to make it up Northeast, and then just really, really concentrate on putting our all into writing a new record.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah.
What is your vocal warm up like? Do you do a lot of technique?
Jacob's Vocal Academy on Spotify. Oh wait, is that a bad thing?
No, that's cool.
No.
I was just curious.
I just go out into the van for about 10 minutes and just do normal vocal warm-ups that somebody just singing would do. Just I could go into it raw, but it just feels a lot better if I sit out and hum for 10 minutes and yah for 10 minutes.
That's good. So that's like a Spotify album or whatever that you just sing through?
Some account
Okay.
that you can just look up and go starting with the S sound. And you just start going through scales up and down.
That's good. I would imagine not everyone does that.
You should.
You have to do that to take care of your voice, right? This is like day 4 of, releasing
and I feel
the mayhem.
fresh as a flower. There's no vocal pain. You got to do it right.
That's good.
Yeah.
Have you ever felt vocal pain?
Just when I was first starting out, I didn't have the endurance. I did not. What?
No. What happened at the Tony Danza show?
Oh, that was rough.
Oh, yeah.
That was the only time that I've ever gotten worried about my vocals. I've never had anything like it. I started to peter out.
Can you describe what we did that day?
We woke up. I think we had practiced the day before or something. We went and shot a music video first thing that
She
morning.
screamed
I screamed for the video.
Well,
And
sure.
Tim's
For
like, dude,
2
you don't
hours.
have to.
Yeah,
you don't
why?
have
I
to
don't know
scream.
why.
And she's like, well, I just want to really show the emotion on my face. Like,
And,
you just can't fake
Didn't you
it.
guys play another show then too? Did you play like a smaller show before that, like a club show before the thing? Or
I
no?
can't even remember.
I can't
No,
remember.
okay.
I know it's like 2 months ago. I should be able to recall.
Yeah.
All right.
And then after
That was
the
a
video,
workplace show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after the video, you warmed up
I did a warm up
With
set with them.
Jesse and
and then we did our set.
and yep.
And then right at the end of our set, I was like, "Oh my god, I'm losing my voice.
Whoa.
This has never happened." What? And I got through it, but I was stressed.
It was about 4 hours of screaming for you throughout the day.
Too much.
Yeah,
So,
it's way too
yeah.
much. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been recording in here some brutal vocals. I'm working on like a cover. You know who Hate Eternal is? Do you know that band?
No.
It's like extreme death metal. I showed you the other day.
It's extreme.
I can show you after
pretty
the
sick.
show, but I woke up the next day and like I was like, why does my neck hurt? But like my entire neck muscles were just shot.
Yep.
You know, does that ever happen to you?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely whenever I was first starting out and we would go out to the unit to practice and I would just like rip it and I'd be screaming at the top of my lungs and pushing everything and exerting, and then like the next day I'd go, ow, what the fuck did I do? Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy. So does Delta Hate have any other shows other than Gidmis for the rest of the year?
That is the only show after tonight that we have for the rest of the year. And then, like Brent said, we're going to try to go out to Florida, do a couple dates out there in January. And then
with Gimmick.
with Gimmick.
With
Yeah.
Gimmick. Yes.
Which you guys did a split EP with.
Yes.
Right.
Please go check it out.
It's called Split.
Yes.
Yes.
Pretty easy to find.
So original.
Cool. Well, let's close with you guys just going around, share some advice with people that want to, fans of the band, but people that want to do what you guys do in heavy music. What advice would you have for them?
Just go for it. There's nothing that's like, if you do something and it doesn't work out, so what? Just do it. I never would have thought, like, I'd always dreamed that I'd be being in a band. I never knew how to do it, didn't have the means. And just one day, Brent and I were like, let's start a band. And it worked out.
Yeah, I tuned my 7-string guitar to drop G, and I hit that first note, and that was the first note in the first song that we had. So, just do it. Like she said, just go for it. Look at what everybody else is doing. Like, just kind of step back and see what are the successful people, not even successful, what are the people that I want to do.
What are they doing?
What are they doing?
What are they doing?
Yeah. And maybe talk with them. Don't be shy. Like, don't be shy to come up and talk to somebody or ask them questions, because you need to know things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing like a 15-year-old girl coming up to me and going, oh my God, I've never seen anything like this. I want to do what you do. Or I want to learn how to play drums. And I'm like, oh my gosh, just keep going to shows, meet people at the shows, or find something that interests you and just put all of your heart and your time into it, and surely you'll put something out there that you like.
Yeah.
That's
Somebody
practice.
else might like it too.
Practice.
Your instrument.
Play more blast beats.
Go for it.
Go
Definitely
faster.
practice.
Christian, you got any advice?
Do you guys work out on the road? Do you stay in shape? Like, I meant to ask that too.
Not on the road, because
no.
we're only doing like 4 or 5 day things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ate 2 biscuits and gravy last night.
I love that.
With like hash browns, eggs, and bacon. I'm not like
I think we've had 2 McGriddles so far this run.
Yeah.
we're eating
And
healthy.
It can be hard to balance even in just regular life, like around the band, to be like, okay, let's make time to go to the gym. Let's do this. Let's go practice.
Gotcha.
You can't practice and go to the gym the same day.
Yeah, it's
I mean, you
exhausting.
could.
You could.
You could, but
You want to wuss?
not on a work day. Maybe on the weekend.
Yeah. Weekend thing.
I mean, I say my piece of advice: if you truly want something, you'll make it happen. I mean, that's my piece of advice. Like, you'll stop at nothing
believe
to
that.
make it happen. You know what I mean?
I think the thing for me that I heard was from like my mentor, like who I'm working on some pretty extreme guitar stuff with. He was like, do you want your life to revolve around, or he's like, do you want the guitar to revolve around your life, or do you want you to revolve around the guitar? It's like, you have to make a choice. So for the last 5 to 7 years, I've just been inching closer to making the guitar like kind of the center of what it is that I'm doing like every day,
Yeah.
I love that.
Starting the day by practicing too is good, and not filling your head with a bunch of YouTube videos and gym and food and like there's all of this stuff that you'll do before you practice guitar, and then you sit down to practice guitar, you got nothing left.
There are so many distractions.
Yeah.
This
Get
is
rid
the
of 'em.
biggest one.
Yes.
Yeah. You were gonna say something around
I
that,
think
but-
also because I'm in the same boat as Drew. I put in as much, between 5 and 8 hours a day with guitar. But but I approach
We're
it a little
sick,
bit.
dude.
5
We're
to 8
fucked up.
hours.
That's
crazy.
We said practice, not.
Dude,
Well,
they're
it
not
just,
even there.
it just depends
Oh my
on
gosh.
yeah, it depends on what you're trying to
Well,
do. Like we're working on like improvisational stuff.
Yeah, and
you
if
know,
you don't
jazz, right?
Yeah,
like,
if you don't put the time in with that, that's like.
I bet it doesn't even feel like work though, does it?
No, never. No. Well, there's some
it can,
times
man.
where I'm just like, but it's just such a passion for
For the
me.
most part, though, I mean,
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
it's a passion. But here's the thing: I think you have to have a clear goal of what you want to accomplish, and like be like, in 3 months, I want to be able to do this, and then make that
setting some
eccentric
deadlines.
Yeah, you have to do that, or else you can just, like you said, you can get distracted and go in a million different ways and be like, oh, this video is cool. Let me learn this. Let me learn that. Let me learn that. Make it more centric. Have an actual
I think bands should do that too. Like,
protocol.
like let's next year we need to have a record out, or we need to have an EP, and how many shows a month do we want to play? And just kind of like planning is something that I've really sucked at in my life. So
Planning is
trying
huge.
to get better
very
at that
important. Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So guys, it's been awesome hanging out with you. Thank you for making the effort to come out here. It's,
Oh my gosh.
you know,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks
it's
for having
not
us.
easy to do this, and Shred Sessions is a weird show, so appreciate you guys coming on. But we're about to eat some chicken and dumplings.
Yeah, baby.
Let's go.
And then Delta Hate's gonna rip our faces off at Dark Matter. So follow these guys on social media. Drop your social media really quick if you can.
Delta.hate Instagram
Ooh, did you smell that?
Delta Hate on Facebook and Delta Hate.
on Spotify.
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
we're not super well versed on the
And
internet.
check out the Lawn Chair Youth videos, and all their music videos are awesome. You guys do a great job with those.
Thank you.
So check them out. All right. Peace.
See ya.
Peace.